Hey guys.
Hi.
Hey there.
So we should. Who are you?
We're Speed of Light. We're Speed
Yeah.
of Light.
Okay, great.
I'm Cameron. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Riley. I'm the bassist and the singer.
I'm Tyler, and I'm drummer.
Awesome. So, I think everyone's curious to know, how did it all start?
Well, when Cameron was 7 years old, he got a birthday present from our grandparents, and it was an acoustic guitar. And the present was just meant to like annoy our parents because it was loud, but he really stuck to it. And
You know, like you
Yeah.
get your kids really obnoxious instruments, and they annoy your normal parents, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
So that was it. They didn't expect him to actually take a liking to
yeah,
it.
kind of interesting how that happens.
Yeah.
yeah.
So it was meant as a joke, and then you took it pretty seriously?
Oh yeah. And then.
And then Tyler like followed along him, like started playing drums, and then I was copying him blatantly and started like playing acoustic guitar as well. I took his hand-me-down acoustic guitar and started playing it. But then like they were playing together in like middle school. They were playing like at lunch hour, and I was like left out with my like little acoustic guitar. I was like playing Landslide, and
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta switch to bass. I gotta play with them.
Well,
I gotta get
because
loud.
because me and Cam were sort of, we were just doing our thing, and she was all looking like, "Oh no, how do I get in on
You're
this? I'm so
like,
left
"I don't wanna be
out."
left
Yeah.
Like, how do I get in on this action?
yeah.
Yeah.
So she switched to bass, and
Yeah.
I've never seen a 3-piece. Maybe it's probably out there, but drums and 2 guitars, like you need a bassist. So
It's
Yeah,
out there
exactly.
somewhere.
Gotta
But we're
make it
not.
work.
That's not us.
Well, it seems to be working.
Yeah.
yeah.
So where'd the inspiration come from? Like your earliest musical inspiration, you think?
Earliest musical inspiration. I think.
At our first show, we were trying to dress up like Queens of the Stone Age at the Rock in Rio concert.
Yeah, we saw the Rock in Rio, and they're all dressed like sort of bank robber-ish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, we want to do that. We're going to be bank robbers. So we
Yeah.
all like, I don't know. It was interesting.
So just replicating what you saw. How about for you for the guitar? Like where the
Guitar wise, a lot of my early stuff was like Led Zeppelin. Like one of my first like performances was Black Dog by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Like before the band or anything happened.
Yeah.
That was a big one for me.
So just kind of chasing that tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Queens of the Stone Age is the most.
That was a big for all of us.
It's
That's
a
like
big
that's
one.
that's a big one for all three
Yeah,
of
it's
us.
a really big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun because we all listen to different things, and it kind of just like whatever we play, we kind of just want to play what we want to hear,
Yeah.
So we just mesh all of everything together,
All your interests together,
and then whatever that ball is, Speed of Light,
Yeah.
which has become the Speed of Light, which is great.
Thank you.
I love it. So when was the first show? Was it like a backyard party?
It
or
was
like a-
at this club. It was this little venue called Amplify. It was like right next to like the Paramount lot,
It
and
was like behind the Astor Burger near
it was-
Paramount.
yeah, and it was October 21st, 2017, and I was 10 years old.
Yeah,
Wow,
Yeah.
first show.
makes me feel old. 10 years old. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
That was our first show, and then from there we took a loving to it, and we played everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, like everywhere, and then whenever we could. We've played probably like 400, 500 shows to date.
In 2019, we played
92 times
92.
in 52 weeks a year.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How'd you get around? How'd you get all your gear around and everything?
We had a car, and our parents drove us. They were really supportive.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
We
think
were-
that- Or go ahead. Sorry.
We were playing like 2 times a week, really, for all of 2019 up until right before COVID hit.
Never got tired of it.
No, it was fun.
no,
Yeah.
it's like breathing for us.
Yeah. So you never got burned out. You just kept doing it.
Exactly.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, like it's cool because like some families are sports families and like they'll have like their soccer games for the weekend. We're a music family. We have our
Yeah.
shows, so we'll go play shows on the weekend. And
But it's fun
Yeah.
because our parents know nothing about music, so it's like
They're just
they're
along
kind
for
of
the
along for the ride.
But they just supported you no matter what.
Yeah.
They support us. They're awesome.
How important would you say that is? Because I would say that that's probably not as common. A lot of parents are probably like, turn that off. It's too loud. That kind of thing. That's probably more common. That's what I remember from when I was a kid. Everyone's trying to I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of people are being forced into something maybe that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
Where it's like, maybe it's better to let your kids express themselves and just support them, whatever it is, whether it's music or art or something else.
Yeah, our parents have
Yeah.
always just been do what you love and we'll support
And
you
we're
all the way.
really grateful for that.
I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
It's not
100%.
common. It is not common. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, we're really grateful for them.
I would say what's more common is parents trying to force their kids into what they wish they might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So it's
Mhm.
interesting.
Well, our dad was like, my dad's a screenwriter, so whenever he was on set, he would always try to like bring us and be like, oh, look at our world, maybe you want to be a part of this world. And Cameron was always, music guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He never just really clicked,
Yeah. I mean, I love hearing that. It's so cool. It's inspirational, I think that's because if you don't have the support, you're just kind of like banging your head against the wall,
Yeah.
especially when you
Yeah.
start so young. So it's like,
Mhm.
you guys are already veterans and you're still kids. I mean, it's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
You already almost have 10 years under your belt and you're still kids.
Oh,
It's like you're going to be around for like 80 years or something. I mean,
Oh,
isn't
boy.
that nuts? I mean, it's crazy to think about that, isn't
it
it?
is, yeah.
So,
Wow.
wow. So, where do you see yourselves or what's going on right now? What do you guys got going on now? Let's talk about where Speed of Light's at the moment as far as shows, festivals.
Well, we just
have
played
going on?
punk rock bowling
That was so
in
much fun.
Vegas about, like 4 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun. Favorite show of the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It
That's-
was amazing.
Pretty huge opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And who booked you on that? Was that Landon or somebody else?
That was our friend Andy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just curious.
Mhm.
So Landon came later.
Landon was
Let's hear the Landon story.
Landon.
How'd you meet Landon?
This was super recent. This was our last show. We were at Corn
Walk
Bowl.
me all the way through that one.
So we were at Corn Bowl, right? And so he originally just hit us up. Oh, you want to play the show? And so that's how we know him, right? He just put us on to whatever Corbin show. He also got us on to opening for Youth Brigade. At
Was that Warfest?
No,
No.
No.
I don't think so. No. And then Youth Brigade. We went for Youth Brigade at the Knitting Factory. And so we were just like, oh, cool. This guy's giving a show. He's really nice. And then we met him at Corbin Bowl in person. And it was his first time seeing us live. And he was just he came up like 3 or 4 songs into the set. He's like talking to camera like,
I'm
"We
your
need-
new booking agent.
we need to talk afterwards, like, I love you guys.
Like right in the middle of the song?
Yeah.
Did he try
Yeah.
to pick up a guitar and like plug it in or
No.
No.
He didn't take it that far.
That would have been crazy.
No. Yeah, no.
That would have been a little bit too far. Huh? I could totally see him doing that. He's got a cover band,
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Is that Sidekick?
Sidekick.
Oh
That's his
yeah,
band.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So I could totally see him doing that. Do you know how I met him?
How'd
How'd
you
you
meet
How
him?
did you meet him?
We found him on a Knott's Berry Farm group on Facebook.
Oh, what?
He's like one of those Knott's Berry Farm people
Oh, cool.
that's like obsessed with Knott's Berry Farm. So we were trying to book Guttermouth, and he's their booking agent. Like, how
Uh-huh.
random is that? So we found him on there,
Oh my god.
and we've been, tight ever since.
Wow.
That's so
Landon's great.
cool.
So that's so cool because if it wasn't for Landon, we wouldn't have met.
Yeah.
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 So I was sleeping at 2 a.m. Normally he's not sleeping, but I am sleeping at 2 a.m. So he likes to text me in the middle of the night. So I keep my phone on silent, but I get the messages when I wake up, and it just all your guys' videos and like
Oh,
all these
gosh.
messages, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm all groggy, but I was just blown away. I mean, you guys are fantastic,
Thank you.
incredible. I think the world agrees, right? So how many streams have you guys had to date? on your-
Streams?
Yeah, streams.
Ooh, I think
Pretty
we're
high,
at,
right?
I think we're at like 560 on Kill the Vibe.
560,000.
560,000
Yeah.
560,000.
on
I mean,
Spotify for Kill the Vibe. And then Spotify's kind of the main one.
and then the YouTube video Kill the Vibe's like 500,000 too, huh?
I believe so, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems like people agree with me, don't they?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So it's cool having you guys in here today.
Thank you
So-
for having
Yeah,
us.
this is awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Other than the temperature, I mean, everything else is great though.
It's fine. We're used to it because we have a 10 by 10 lockout.
Yeah, we have a little.
Oh, yeah,
let's
It
talk-
gets so
yeah.
hot in there.
Oh, my
Let's talk
God.
about practice. That's important. I
Okay.
keep screwing around. So you guys practice literally 4 hours a day
Yeah,
basically.
like 4 or 5 times a week.
in a
for
10
about-
by 10 room,
Yeah.
and you just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was still in high school, it would always be just after school. We'd go, and mom's calling us like 6-7 times, come home for dinner, come home for dinner. You know?
So you guys are happy to stay in there. You would stay in there longer than 4 hours then, huh?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. You know, we
Yeah.
jam, we write, we practice and rehearse, we do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Gets really hot in there.
It gets really
His
hot.
amp is a space heater.
In that one 10
Oh,
by
in
10
winter
room.
time, so
Yeah.
it serves a purpose, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that one 10 by 10 room, we probably have like 7 or 8 fans going at all times.
Yeah.
So there's no air conditioning, it sounds like, in that room.
No,
No, I
there's
don't think
not.
so.
Gnarly.
The air conditioning's weird in the building.
We don't know
but-
how to use it.
Yeah, I don't think we just don't know how to use it. I think it's there though.
Yeah.
You guys don't really care. You're willing to jam at any cost, right?
Hey, the
Yeah.
fans
Doesn't
work,
matter.
right?
It's like
You
whatever
know?
it takes.
Keep the music alive.
That's
Yeah.
right. I love it. I love it. So how many songs do you guys have recorded to date?
Recorded? Well,
Yeah.
we have a ton recorded.
Available to like if I picked up my phone right now, how many could I access?
We have
There's four
4
out.
out.
4 out. Teeth. Oh, not teeth.
What?
Kill the
Kill the
Vibe, Feed, Nosedive, and Break.
Yeah.
Those are out everywhere. And right before COVID, we recorded all those, and it was like 2 weeks before they issued the lockdown. And we got all our friends together, and we filmed those live sessions that are on YouTube and Spotify and everything right now.
So what's the plan? Is the plan to release a full record, do a little release at a time? Do you guys
We're
Um,
gonna do one song at a time.
Well, we
Was-
just
was
finished.
4 songs.
Yeah,
We did 4 music videos over the span of.
we
like-
just finished them on Monday.
Yeah.
So you're gonna release 4 songs.
We have
Yeah.
4 songs that
at
could be
one at a
singles.
time.
or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that could be an EP. It could be singles. You know.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the plan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we have 10 songs worth of like solid recordings that we think about like actually releasing. So whether
Yeah.
that's EPs or album, you know, whatever.
Yeah, you're still. So you release them slowly.
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Maybe that you think that's better nowadays than like doing an album, or is it just better for you, or you
I
think?
mean,
it's better
I
in
think it
general?
keeps
not
people
sure.
talking about you for longer.
I think more people listen to singles nowadays than they listen to full albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of what you see. There's this guy on social media that he had this song. He played it over, like literally was
Oh my
posting it so much that he was like getting like puke emojis and like,
Oh wow.
give us another
man.
song, man. We're tired of it, you know. But it
God.
worked.
Yeah.
It worked for him. It was a good song, but it's just like he played it so much. So maybe that's the strategy. It might be today, right?
True.
Because everyone's really like competing for attention at this
Mhm.
point, right?
Yeah.
If you dump a whole album on them, people are like, "Whoa, that's too much." Just
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna
one
sit down
song.
and listen for
Give me
30 or
half a
45
song
minutes,
now, or
you
a
know?
quarter of a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's coming next. Probably fragments of a song, right?
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen
I
to the
mean-
bridge of our song.
Yeah.
That's
The
like
chorus is
basically
coming out next month.
Let us know.
That's-
The chorus is next
that's
month.
basically what TikTok is. Like
really
little
is.
clips of like songs, and that's what gets famous, and like hopefully people get into the rest of the song from that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's better to do singles. I'm taking notes, guys. Trying to learn from you. Because I come from the era where albums were like really important. So it's just like,
Yeah,
it's like a new way of thinking. But it's pretty obvious that
Yeah.
I think attention spans have definitely shortened.
for sure.
But I love albums. Like I
Like,
listen.
yeah, personally, we
yeah,
listen to
I
albums all the
listen to
time.
just straight up albums. Like
Yeah.
not to like obsess over Quatsa again, but like
Oh.
I run to Songs for the Deaf, but just the entire album. Or like I'll go through a phase where I'll listen to This Is a Long Drive for Someone with Nothing to Think About by Modest Mouse. And I don't really like get into the whole vibe of like a playlist of like this song and this song and this song from like every different artist. I like hearing what the artist wanted me to hear through the album.
It's a whole experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a message.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's interesting that you guys appreciate that still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I feel the same way. And then some albums I want to turn off. Or there's like one good song and I'm like, maybe they should have left these other ones out. But that's probably a fear too as an artist. It's like, shit,
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to respond to this or are they not?
right.
But I think it's better to just stay true to the music and to the art, right? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
just put out what you want to put out.
Mhm.
Live or die by the sword.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll. So let's talk about the rest of this year. What's going on?
Well, like we said, we have the videos coming.
Mm-hmm.
We have
We're looking at probably no hard deadlines, but like
Yeah.
a late July release probably for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there's that, and then we have tons of shows coming
we
up.
got DiPiazza's this Saturday on July 1st.
That's kind of like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's our
that's our
residency.
residency there.
That's going all the way until December.
till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the first Friday or Saturday of every month.
Yeah.
We have a show there.
Sweet.
And we bring it together. We pull all the bands in. Steve, if you're watching this, love you, Steve. Thank you.
Yeah, Steve. We love you. I'm sure I'll meet Steve. Alex's bar
Alex's
Oh, yeah.
bar.
coming up, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
July 15th.
With Fart Barf.
with Fart Barf. They're awesome.
So what do you think about that band name? Pretty cool, huh?
It's pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah, we played it. We played
We
it.
played with
Yeah,
them
we did.
long time ago.
Yeah.
Are they pretty good?
They're
Yeah,
cool.
they're awesome.
They're really
They're
cool.
really cool.
Yeah. But way back before COVID, we had we had a residency at the Redwood, and then we also had this little bands in a barbershop thing, which our old manager put together.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. It was in Silver Lake. It was at American Barbershop, and our manager would at the time would book all these bands, pull everyone together. It was such like a family and a community. And it was just so cool. You know.
In fact, Echo Park Rising. It was one of the stages for that.
Yeah, it was
That
one of the
festival there.
major stages for that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex's bar we visit frequently. A lot of our bands that we work with play there all the time. It's an interesting place. It has a cool vibe inside.
We've never been. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a good experience for you. I wonder, will they let you in, or do you have to like kind of wait outside
I'm not sure.
when you're like not over
We'll
We
see
might
how
have to
it
wait
goes.
outside. I think it is 21 up. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
until right before the set?
I mean, we
Yeah.
could put fake mustaches on.
Yeah, that might work.
With
We'll be able to get
the
in.
monocles.
Yeah, with some fake IDs. I don't know how hard they check them there.
Uh,
I don't know. Sorry, Alex. I'm just kidding.
uh,
We are on film, guys.
Oh yeah.
oh no!
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
what? I didn't say anything about fake ID.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it surprise you to hear that I think you guys should be playing arenas?
Thank you. I mean,
Like, you guys are a arena caliber band. Straight up.
oh,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Seriously.
I mean, we just love to play. We're
Yeah.
playing. That's why we've played it so many times, as many times as we have. It's what we do. You know.
Yeah. I think it's arena time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna manifest that for you guys.
Well, I mean, that's the goal is tour with arenas or whatever, and the main goal that we've had for
The
what?
Glastonbury Pyramid Stage. We have to headline it.
Yeah, we want to headline the Glastonbury Pyramid Stage, and then we'll call quits.
No.
No,
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 no, no, no, no, no.
Oh, you gotta keep going.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
It-
like 80 years old.
All right, so make note of that, guys, so we can call somebody to try to figure that out. I don't even know what the hell it is, but we'll figure it out. I do.
It was epic.
We'll
festival,
try.
And
We were it was originally Coachella because the year we started the band, it was during Coachella season, was it not?
Yeah. Yeah.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah. And then we decided we want to do it in Europe instead.
Yeah, that'll be cool. So are you guys, it's sounding like you might be going to Europe, right?
Next
Possibly
next year.
August.
Next
Maybe.
August?
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Europe yet?
No.
No, I've never
never.
left the country.
Are you excited to go or a little?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Be cool.
So
Hell yeah.
excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be kind of cool.
Seems sick, yeah.
The flights are brutal, but it'll
What
be
is
fun.
it like from here to?
It's like 9.5 hours to London,
Oh.
roughly.
Jeez,
He'll sleep it off.
I'll sleep it off. I'll be
He
fine. I
sleeps
sleep
anywhere.
Whoa,
Yeah?
bro.
It's
I'm
almost
always
like I
worried.
live
I'm
with
always
you.
like paranoid to fall asleep when I'm on the plane.
Really?
Yeah, I just get in my head. I'm freaked out, like something's gonna happen.
Well, there's like the whirring like engine sound like by you, and it's
What?
like
Is that worrying?
yeah, no,
The
the
engine
whir
sound?
like the whirring sound, like not worrying, but like
Just put
whir.
headphones in.
Oh, the whirring
Yeah,
sound.
you gotta have your headphones on.
You just put
Oh,
Yeah.
headphones in. Go to
okay.
sleep.
The
Well,
AirPod Maxes are pretty good. Do you guys have those yet?
No.
No,
No.
I actually like the wired ones more.
Really?
I found I like the wired ones more. The quality's a lot better.
Now I know what gift to get all three of you.
And wired out.
AirPod Maxes. You're gonna need them for the plane. You'll thank me, but I have till next August, so
But
something better might come out between now and then.
oh boy.
oh, did you see the new like Apple VR thing?
You know what's yeah,
Yeah, that's
it's
really cool.
crazy. It's only $3,500.
That's only the
Only
Yeah. That's crazy.
was crazy, but
not VR, it's AR, augmented reality.
Yeah. Does that trip you out?
A little bit.
It's cool. I think it's cool.
Have you tried it? In any
No.
way?
No, I've
No.
not.
Kind of freaks me out a little bit. What do you guys think about AI? Let's talk about AI in music, because it's relevant. Have you heard any AI generated music?
I have. And you
Yeah.
have like the AI like replicating voices and
Do you
stuff.
think it's shit, or do you think it's close and it's hard for people to tell?
Well,
Like the mass audience.
everyone's sort of taking it differently, you know. Some
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh yeah, you know, you stay true to the artist, and you know, screw AI." There's some artists that have just fully embraced it, saying, "You know, if you make a song with AI with my name on it, you know, I'll take the royalties," and you just put it out there, you know.
So that's what Noel Gallagher did, right?
Is it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but
It's kind of crazy, man.
yeah. I mean, everyone. It's. You know,
I mean,
AI's
honestly,
crazy.
I feel like you can tell just by like the vibes that like the difference between like an AI song and a real song, because like an AI song is gonna try its best to sound like it perfectly, but if you get the real version of something, you're gonna hear that person's authentic voice, like in their mistakes and everything. Like
Yeah.
that Rolling Stones song,
Oh, give me shelter.
Give Me
The voice
Shelter.
crack.
the like woman's voice cracking in the like mix. Like if that happened today, then it would have been like fixed, or she would have had to do another take where her voice wasn't cracking. But like that imperfection is what makes that song beautiful. And it's like the imperfections is what makes art human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's important, like the human element of art. I think people crave that. Even though like there's an advantage to AI and like it can be useful, it's also, I think, the mass audience, whether they're musicians or not, they want to feel human because they are human. Like the
Yeah.
people listening to their music are humans. They want to feel
Yeah.
that experience. I think it's a little tricky because you can end up feeling more and more isolated as
True.
things get more and more technological, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
That's why the old records, like 60s or Motown or whatever, you guys listen to records? Actual physical records?
He does.
I do.
He is a record player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a different feel. When they
It is.
scratch, I don't get upset. I'm like, wow, it's scratched.
That's cool. Yeah.
It's not perfect. I'm like, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I have,
Makes you appreciate it more.
yeah, there's like something about it. I think it's important. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
to think about.
AI's its own world, you know.
Yeah.
It's taking us over soon.
It really is. It's hard. We're all gonna end up in the metaverse at some point, just sucked into it.
Like Jumanji?
Maybe. It's possible. It might happen. Yeah.
Jumanji AI.
I know, it might happen.
Just like open up Facebook. Where am I now? Oh no.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your inspiration, your earliest vocal inspiration.
Well, the first
Vocalist.
song I ever sang in front of people was Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. And Stevie Nicks is a huge inspiration for me. Like recently we did a birthday show for our friend Kaylin, and it was like whole like 70s themed, and we got to play like our favorite 70s artists, and we played 3 Fleetwood Mac songs.
Was it 3 or 4?
It was 3, and then we did
Chain Dreams.
and Gold Dust
Gold
Woman,
Dust
and then
Woman.
we did 10 Years Gone,
Yeah, 10 Years Gone.
and then we
the
played an
AC/DC
AC/DC song.
Yeah.
But like even just going back to learning like Fleetwood Mac songs, just I learned a lot about myself and about my voice, and like I learned like how to sing from her. I think I also like one of the first songs I learned to sing was "Fade Into You" by Mazzy Star, and also, oh my God, I love Regina Spektor. I copy Regina Spektor a lot, like not purposefully, but it's like I've slept to her album Far, and I forgot the name of one of the albums, but it's like the yellow one, and I've like slept to those albums, and I just love the way her personality shines through her music, and yeah.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
So now you found your own voice.
Yeah.
Now she
It's-
screams at us.
Yeah, it's like this,
Yeah.
you just have this sort of calm presence about you, and then a beast comes out when the microphone gets in front of you. You get your bass
She
in
gets
a
it
good
all
way
out.
though.
She gets
Like
it
the
all out.
lion, you know, comes out of you, which is it's great. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, you're able to express yourself.
That's another thing. That's like why we get along so well, because you know we get out all any and all energy and all lockout. So
Yeah,
we're always too tired to be mad at each other, you know.
yeah, because you get it all out in the practice room.
Exactly. Yeah. We got,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
And like all the time that like being in the band has like had us spend together. I'm not wording that correctly, but like we've spent so much time like closely like packed together, and it's really brought us together like closer than I think not being in the band would have brought us.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, we spend, so much time together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a 10 by 10 room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard
It's
to
not
get
a lot
any-
of
hard to
space.
get any closer. When you got drums in there, it's like takes up a good part of the room.
Yeah.
Let's move to the drums. So let's hear it.
Okay.
John Bonzo Bonham, right?
Everyone's got to say Bonham. If you don't say Bonham, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah.
But besides Bonham, I'd say my biggest influences are probably like Stuart Copeland, Dave Grohl. I love Dave Grohl, especially just his showmanship behind it. You don't really see that a lot.
Yeah.
I love Danny Carey. A lot of my stuff, going back to Dave, some of my first stuff that I learned was that Songs for the Deaf record, specifically the songs that he played on.
Yeah.
That's like how I taught myself, was playing to those. And I mean, we all took lessons and stuff, but on my own, that's how I did it.
How long did the lessons last?
About a year.
About a year, maybe a little more.
And then you guys just went off on your own?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Bonham kit that we have in the studio? Was
I
it fun?
love the big bass drum. I love the big bass drum. It's awesome.
It's
Oh, yeah.
got some power, huh?
It's got a lot of power. Oh, yeah.
Can we
Especially
talk?
double kick on it.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention Amy Winehouse.
You forgot Amy Winehouse.
I love Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah. I've learned so many of her songs just because I love the way she sounds, and she's a huge influence for me. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention her. I had to say her name.
So what do you find yourself doing? Like, do you find yourself doing some covers here and there of any of those female vocalists you brought up?
I learned them on my own. I mean, we
'Cause you play
played.
guitar too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A little bit.
I'm iffy at the guitar. I'm not as good as him.
You sure?
Yeah. But I learned them for myself. I mean, we have like TikTok videos of like me singing. There's that one song of me singing "Back to Black" by
Yeah,
Amy Winehouse.
We have that,
But I've learned most of them just for me, for myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it has to be about. You got to be able. I think that's where it starts. The music's feeding. You're feeding yourself, right? There's a kind of a need, an appetite, a desire for something.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
like
where it
I said, we're just playing what we really want to hear, Like,
Yeah,
that's all.
it's important to stick to that. Has anybody along the way tried to change what you did? Like, you guys should do this or that or this thing over here. Have you ever run into any of that?
I mean, everyone has their opinions, but
Yeah.
like, we're just doing what we love. It's our own thing, really, right? So
Yeah, I'm just curious if you run into that, because sometimes that's pretty powerful.
yeah.
People run into that. People around you, they might think that you should do one thing or another thing, but it's really hard to like box artists in, but it happens, right? It does happen.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
But it's good that you guys were able to tune that out, being so young.
Mhm.
You're not influenced by it. It's
Yeah.
pretty surprising.
We're just
Actually.
having fun.
I mean,
man.
if someone comes like up to you and goes, "You have to start doing this thing that you're passionate about the way I want you to do it," and then you're not. It just like
Like what?
makes you not passionate about it anymore. You have to like live your truth.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised how mature you guys are.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
like embarrassed at how immature I was. That's all. I just keep playing this tape in my mind. I was like, these kids are so much further ahead than me. I was like,
Oh.
I was a train wreck when I was a kid. I mean, I was in a band, but it was not very good. And we were directionless. It was a disaster.
Oh no.
But it sure was fun.
Yeah, it is
all
That's
that
what
fun.
matters.
But it's, you should be proud of yourselves that you're so mature.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's actually incredible.